5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Magnolia Live! Welcome to Magnolia Live. I'm Tim, your host, and today we're talking about Marvel. Now, Marvel might be about superheroes, villains, multiverses, and saving the entire universe. But honestly, I think Marvel has something important to teach the everyday Clubhouse member. Take Spider-Man. Peter Parker has a lot on his plate. School, work, relationships, and fighting supervillains before dinner. And somehow, he still manages to show up and keep trying. Sound familiar? We all have our own challenges. Maybe we're looking for a job, working in the unit, trying something new, or just getting through a difficult day. We might not have super strength or a cool suit, but showing up and trying is its own kind of superpower. And let's be honest, if I had superpowers, I'd probably use them to get to the front of the lunch line. Marvel also reminds us that heroes don't always work alone. The Avengers have each other, Spider-Man has his friends, and here at the Clubhouse, we have each other. So whether you're a Marvel fan or not, remember, you don't have to save the universe to be a hero. Sometimes just showing up, helping someone, and taking the next step is heroic enough. I'm Tim Fain, and that's my Marvel Minute. Now to our segments. First up, we have the quote of the week.
Today's quote of the week is by the beautiful and wise Felicia Rashad. Felicia Rashad states that what's in front of you is a whole world of experiences beyond your imagination. Put yourself and your growth and development first. That was a quote for this week. Hope you take what you've learned and somehow apply this quote to your life. That's all. See you next week. Bye.
What an interesting and inspiring quote. Almost as inspiring as my favorite Marvel superheroes. Now for the health and wellness segment.
Hello, Magnolia Clubhouse. This is Eric with this monthly health and wellness. Autoimmune system happens when your body defense system attacks healthy cells by mistake. There are more than 80 different types affecting joints, skin, and organs. Common examples include rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, type 1 diabetes, and multiple sclerosis. You can learn more details through Medline Plus autoimmune disease. Common signs and symptoms: tiredness that does not go away, joint pain, swelling, or stiffness, skin rashes or changes, low fever, stomach ache, and digestion trouble. Lots of immune diseases causes symptoms that come and go. These episodes are more noticeable or more severe. Symptoms are called flares or attacks. Tell your provider if you experience symptoms that you seem to reoccur, especially if certain physical activities, time of day, food or drinks, or anything else makes them noticeable. Better or worse, trust your gut. Nobody knows what's normal for your body better than you. Visit a healthcare provider if you notice any new symptoms you can't explain, especially if you don't feel like yourself more often than usual. Well, that's all for now. Back to you with news. Bye.
Remember, superheroes have to keep fit and healthy, and so do you. Now for the standard.
Hi, and good afternoon. This week's standard is number 12. Standard number 12 is the clubhouse has its own identity, including its own name, mailing address, email, and telephone number. Please discuss this standard in your unit meetings. Now back to more Magnolia Clubhouse news.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Here's Scott with the sports.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Magnolia Clubhouse Sports. I'm Scott Trella. Well, the Guardians lost their third straight. They lost the series opener to the Detroit Tigers 6-4 last night at Comerica Park in Detroit. Tanner Bibee was on the hill for the Guardians. Bibee went 6.1 innings, gave up 6 runs, 5 earned, and 2 walks. He struck out 4 batters. Then the bullpen took over and did not do any better. And another run came in the bottom of 7th with Matt Fiesta on the mound. Jose Ramirez missed a catch, allowing the inherited runner to score. Matt Fiesta closed out the 7th, striking out a batter. The Guardians finally got on the board in the top of the 3rd with 1 out. Chase DeLauder hit the second pitch at bat, a whopping 424 feet into the seats in right center. In the top of the 7th, Stephen Kwan drew a 1-out walk. Chase DeLauder reached on a single, and both runners advanced to base on a passed ball. Jose Ramirez hit into a ground-out, scoring Stephen Kwan to bring the Guardians within 2 runs of the Tigers. Now, the Guardians showed signs of a rally in the 9th, but unfortunately, were not able to pull it out. They will hopefully try to get back on the winning track tonight. First pitch, 6:40, Comerica Park in Detroit. They are 4 games out of first place in the AL Central. They sit in 4th, and they are a game out of 2nd place in the AL Central. Browns, moving on to the Browns real quickly. Browns head coach Todd Monken will make a decision of who the Week 1 starter will be next week after the Browns play their first preseason game against the Bears in Chicago on Saturday this weekend. And they've been working really hard at training camp, and Monken is really getting them ready for when the regular season gets underway. That's just about going to wrap it up for this edition of Magnolia Clubhouse Sports. My buddy John Sears will be back with another sports report next week and a recap of the Browns' first preseason game, and he'll report on who Monken has decided as the Week 1 starting quarterback for the Browns this season. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.
Hello, this is John with this week's sports history question. Who was a 13th round draft pick in 1972 out of San Diego State University? He was a member of the reserve squad until 1974. 1980 proved to be his best season in Cleveland by being named the NFL MVP, the AFL-AFC Offensive Player of the Year, and a Pro Bowl selection. The Browns were dubbed the Cardiac Kids due to the late game, even last-minute comebacks. They finished 9-7 in 1979. In 1980, they improved to 11-5, but they lost to the Raiders in the divisional playoffs. So the answer is, if you said Brian Sipe, then you've got this and you are truly a Browns fan. That's it for sports history this month. Remember, stay classy, Cleveland.
We all like some sort of sports. Why did Captain America make a great quarterback? Because he always throws a perfect shield pass.
Good afternoon, I'm Carl.
And I'm Jen.
And we're here with some free activities for everyone to enjoy.
So don't forget about Wade Oval Wednesdays. They're still going on, and so there is one tonight. You can listen to some funk, rock, and blues today from 5:30 to 8:30. And the Garden Club of Cleveland will have a flower structure for everyone to enjoy. And if you're lucky, you might be able to get some fresh flowers to take home.
Sounds good. If you like reggae music, head to the Music Box Supper Club in the Flats on Sunday for free music from 4 to 7.
And finally, are you ready, Carl?
Yes, I am.
Dance your worries away with some free Zumba on Sundays at North Coast Yard near the Science Center. It's from 4 to 5, so don't miss it.
I hope you enjoy some of these free activities this weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
What a fantastic segment. That's it for this week, guys. I'm Tim, and this was Magnolia Live.